Good afternoon, beautiful souls. Tammy here from Introspect, jumping on doing a general reading for the collective from the 10th of March, I think, to the 17th of March. So we're going to jump into the Gateway of Light Activation Oracle. So if this reading resonates, own it 100%. If it doesn't, please just let it go. It wasn't for you. It's totally fine. So we're going to call in the energy of the collective. What do we need for clarity, guidance, inspiration? What do we need today? Shambhala initiations, retreating to recharge, trusting in the process, Dharma. Beautiful cards. What is your Dharma? Your Dharma is your purpose. What is your purpose? Are you trusting in the process? So many people are going through lots of shifts and changes in their lives at the moment, and we all are. We are on a collective over, over the whole collective. So is this about honouring when we need to recharge and when we need to retreat? So not pushing through, not trying, not pushing through when your body, your soul, when everything is screaming, I need rest, I need to recharge. Honouring that, trusting in the process. When we're going through a massive global shift in consciousness, this is an evolutionary shift on a global collective scale. It's huge, it's massive, and we do need to trust in this process, and we do need to be able to honor the body and the soul. If you're finding that you are feeling fatigued, that you're feeling like you don't want to do this, that, or the other thing, whatever it is that you do all the time and that you've been able to do all the time, if you're finding that you're not able to do that all the time, or the body is speaking, because, hey, let's be honest, the body is your emotional guidance system. Your body is talking to you all the time. What are you feeling? And honor that and trust in that. Trust that if you do slow down, everything will be fine. And maybe this is pointing towards your Dharma. Maybe this is pointing towards your purpose. Just knowing that we can shift, we can pivot in any moment. I feel like this is also about like dropping expectations of what we want something to look like, or how we want it to turn out. So knowing that when we live our life by expectations or pictures, which humans do, and this is how we've been socially conditioned to, then when it doesn't work out the way we want, do we kind of throw our toys out of the cot, so to speak, or do we lose our shit because things didn't go how we had planned them? So this is about trusting the process and being good with change. Change is a beautiful part of life. We are constantly shifting and changing and growing. Nature is constantly shifting and growing. She's teaching us all the time. So trusting in that process and knowing that when you're not doing something, i.e. you're not busy, you're not pushing through, you're not trying, just sit with how that feels for you, because maybe there's an underlying belief there that if I'm not busy or I'm not doing, then I'm not worthy. Okay, so this is a huge belief that a lot of us, myself included, have run our entire lives. If I'm not busy, if I'm not doing something all the time, then I don't feel worthy. I don't feel like I've done enough. I don't feel like worthy of love or, you know, validation or, and this is putting that love and that worth back in the external. We want to bring it back home. Okay, so release all the guilt around retreating to recharge. Release the guilt, release the judgment, and trust in the process. Okay, the Starseed Oracle. This is Rebecca Campbell's beautiful deck. So for the collective energy, March 10 through to 17. What wisdom, guidance, inspiration do you have for us today? Just about lost my load. This really strong message has been coming through today. I did a video earlier around shining your light or not dimming your light, which is something that a lot of us do, whether it be in our relationships, in our workplace, within family dynamics, even within friends groups, you know, like just, yeah, having an awareness around who you are in every moment and acknowledging that we don't have to be shapeshifters, that we can be who we truly are in every instance, in every minute of every day, no matter who we're around, whether it's strangers or people that we know and love, and just, yeah, really honoring ourselves and the light that we bring to this world. It's really, really important right now. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, I love this. Big picture thinking. So this is Pleiades energy. Visionary, inspired ideas. What a beautiful image. This is so important right now, and this feels very connected to my heart, in fact, because what we're going through with this shift in our consciousness is, you know, there are a lot of visionaries in our world, and those are the ones that seek answers to questions. Those are the ones that think outside the box. Those are the ones that don't go with the grain or go with the flow. They go against the status quo, you know, and I feel like I am definitely in that category, and therefore, and if you resonate with that, and you probably will if you are a starseed, a light worker, a healer, if you resonate with, you know, having past lives on different planets, not feeling like this is home, know that any inspired ideas that come through that may seem like, whoa, I don't know if, you know, if that would actually work because it's so out the gate, or it's so different to what we're used to, or whatever it may be, if it's, you know, if it seems like a crazy idea even, these are the ideas that we need to bring to life. This is how we shift our consciousness. This is how we change our world. This is how we bring in this energy. And so this card talks about the Pleiades energy. And so the Pleiadians is a star system. And if I remember correctly, I think it's the Seven Sisters, which on that card is these ones up here. Yeah, so if you have these ideas, bring them to life. Like, this is what the world needs. So if you have been inspired and you resonate with being a visionary, this is your sign to go for it. Bring it to life. Bring it to light, bring it into this reality for all to witness, to see, to get to experience, whatever it may be. Okay. So this is the Keepers of the Light Oracle. And before I started, I did actually call in a card out of this deck. I had one pop out for me, which was a Senate Kumra. Light activation, which is very much in line with what's been coming through for me today with, you know, wanting to create this video on making sure that people are shining their light. This one just flew out. So, and that says, shine your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. So please start listening to your intuition. Please start listening to your soul speaking to you. Stop denying it. So what's popped out is the Divine Director. Intervention and purpose. Divine intervention is occurring. Know that you are being guided. Happiness is your purpose. Beautiful. He looks like such a starlight, star beam. I don't know. Epic. Okay, this feels like really honoring when things in your life, once again, don't go as you had planned. So really honoring divine intervention and knowing that when things shift and change that are out of your control, knowing that this is for the better. This is, you are being divinely guided through your life. And you know, while we have control in the choices that we make, this includes that we have control over how we react to things that happen to us as well, so our life experiences. And so dropping in and knowing that happiness is your purpose, that divine timing is the most beautiful thing. And while some things can look like challenging or hard, or even the big decisions or the big conversations that you need to have. So knowing that you are always being guided to your highest truth and your highest timeline. So when we acknowledge that when things don't go as we had planned, or something happens, that we are being guided. And you know, how many times have people said, you know, this happened to me and it was tragic and it was horrific and it was like the most challenging thing that ever happened to me in life, but it was the hugest blessing, right? So like remembering too, like we so often forget how we've come through these really, really challenging times in our lives, but man, they've made us grow and they have guided us to so much more beauty and divine inspiration and spark in our life. So yeah, like don't forget what's been and how we can grow so much from those challenging times. Happiness is our purpose. Happiness is our birthright. Nobody needs to be stuck in the suffering, and this is why our world is changing right now. It's shifting and it looks horrible on the outside, but what's really shifting is a massive divine intervention and on a global scale. So just know that what you're witnessing in the 3D reality and what you're seeing with your eyes is not necessarily, we don't see, like, I can't remember the exact percentage, but it's very low of what we actually see with our physical eyes. And if you can feel energy, then you absolutely know this, because there is so much more out there that we can't necessarily see, but we can feel it. Some people can see it. That's amazing. In fact, I imagine that if we all practiced, we all could see. So maybe we need to practice more. Okay, so from the angels and ancestors, apparently I love Kyle Gray and all of his beautiful cards, because this is the third deck of his that we're using. So for the a general reading for the collective from March the 10th to the 17th. It's the energy, inspiration, clarity. We got 2 cards. Oh, hello. Okay. Retreating to recharge. We've got the Hermit. Retreat and recharge. Love it. It's like the universe going, I said this and I mean it. So as you can see, this guy is looking very zen. This is how I have felt actually over the last couple of weeks. Very inward, wanting to do, a lot more meditation, you know, more than what I normally would, and just going in and checking out what's going on in there. Also on a global scale, so remembering that we have the power to send energy with our intention, send light and love and compassion with our intention. So knowing that we have the power to do this through meditation, which is something else that I have been dropping into lately. Yeah, so Hermit, retreat and recharge. Yeah, so if the body is saying, please slow down, please stop. If you find yourself saying, I haven't really felt like doing this, but I've pushed through, please stop with the pushing. Your body is speaking to you. Your soul is speaking to you. It's time to retreat and recharge. And your guardian angel, you are not alone. Beautiful card. Feathers are my gift from the universe, my sign that I'm on the right path. And so hello. This is beautiful. So knowing that we are not alone, and that our guides and angels are with us, our ancestors are with us always, and we have because of free will, they're with us, but they don't necessarily intervene. So if we do need that strength, that support, that courage, if we're going through a time when we need, you know, that extra support for those difficult conversations, whatever it may be, knowing that you're not alone, and that you can ask for support in any moment. And this is just purely saying, like, I call in my guardian angel, I call in my angels and guides of the highest truth and compassion. I ask that you are with me through this conversation. I ask that my expression is coming from love and compassion, that I am able to express myself fully in this moment, whatever it may be, whatever you're going through. But just knowing that you are not alone. So please call in that help. It's really important. If you're going through, you know, if you're going through isolation and you're alone and you're feeling lonely, call them in. And, you know, like when we call in, when I call in my angels and guides, or if I call in any of the beings from the Keepers of the Light, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, I can feel the energy. You can feel their presence. So be open to that. Be allowing, like, open your heart, open your mind, and know that you are supported, and in every moment they are there for us. They are absolutely 1000% there for us, and they want to help. They want, you know, they want to see us be the greatest version of who we are. They want us to shine our light bright. Okay, last deck is the Oracle of the Essences. I love this deck. I am a little bit addicted to essential oils. So, which essence will the collective benefit from today? for the week of March 10 to 17, 2022. What is the highest truth for us today? This one, geranium, acceptance and nurturing. Geranium is one of my favorite oils. It mixes with every other oil really beautifully. It's really beautiful with frankincense. Acceptance, nurturing. Oh my God, yes, so much acceptance needed right now. Not just for other people, but where are we not accepting ourselves? What parts of us are we not accepting? In this image is this beautiful woman with her child. And this actually feels for me today, like what parts of our inner child are we not accepting? What parts of our, our childhood? Maybe there is something that is sitting there that's ready to be nurtured, that's ready to be brought to light in order to be healed, processed, resolved. So can we accept all parts of us, particularly the parts that we may not like? And this may be the inner child part of us that is unexpressed, that is unheard, unseen, that feels unloved, and therefore sometimes it can come out as a projection of childlike behavior. And yeah, so how can we go in and accept this part of us and nurture it? Beautiful. That feels like the end of this beautiful general reading for the collective for March the 10th through to the 17th. Thank you for listening, and if you would like to work with me one-on-one, please check out all the links below, or my partner John, who is my partner in spiritual crime. Not really, not crime, at Introspect, and so there will be links down below where you can work with him too. Have a beautiful day, and I absolutely love you all.